Oh my god, are we gonna do it?
Barrett?
Nope. No, the surrender vote.
Uh, Barrett?
So how did you get this gold PS4?
All right. Hello, everybody. This is David Maynard, or Doc M. I'm your lovely neighborhood founder of the Gem Knights, and I'm here casting this wonderful game between and Sexiled and Rich Gang. I'm not familiar with Rich Gang, but I do know about Sexiled. This is Chad's flagship. We're gonna get on in here into the client.
User left your channel. Error. Channel switched.
Okay. Looks like we have a Victor, Thane, and Mordekaiser band. And a Skarner band. Ooh, that's neat. I didn't realize that Skarner was being played. Maybe it's just a target band. Please excuse the rocky start. I'm trying to snag a co-caster. Help me out with this lovely cast, because I haven't played League in about 4 months. Let's see. Anyone would like to do that? Please message me, by the way. That would be awesome. Now, not sure who's over here on Chatterina's team, except for the Archmanatee. That's an obvious, really, really great player named Leia. She's a longtime veteran of the OLS, very successful, very solid and consistent player. All right, we're seeing a Gangplank band. Oh boy! See, I am the most wonderful player of Gangplank in the world, and I quit the game right when they buffed him to epic proportions. So I'm very salty about that. So that's what I'm going to talk about right now instead of these champion picks. All right. Let's see. We've got Braum, Darius, Amumu, and Lulu. Huh. These seem pretty standard. I feel like I'm in like really early season 3. Okay, took a time portal. I don't really know like anything about the current meta. There's some nice like old school season 2 stuff, so that's pretty sweet. Looks like we might get a BD co-cast. Who knows? Let's see, Jinx and Sonya. Good stuff. Good stuff. Keeping it up. Ninja Swirls, great veteran of the OLS. He's been here quite a while now. If I had to guess, I'd say his fourth or fifth split. Maybe I'm aiming a bit high, but that's my guess. That's what I'm going to say. All right. Solid picks here. Even got them all lined up. Cool. Huh. I mean, with this Sona and a Moo pick, I feel like, as well as the Lulu pick, I feel like this is going to be like a really team-heavy comp. Oh boy, especially with that Orianna. These guys are looking to engage hard. These guys are probably a little bit more pick-oriented. The long-range Caitlyn and Azir pokes. Elise will try and get a little web action on there. Then they'll all jump on someone. Alrighty. Looks like the champions are finalized. This is pretty exciting. Huh. We're going to be going into the game real soon. Let's see. And we're going. I guess we got to wait for that delay. Forgot all about the delay. Alrighty then. I think I'm going to be saying a lot of alrighty thens until BD gets in here. He's playing a game, and then he'll come in and cast with me pretty soon. But he can only stay for one of these games, so we're going to have to find someone else to be my co-caster afterwards. Yeah, this is definitely a wombo combo combo. I'm pretty excited to see that. I think Orianna's a great champion for Arctic Manatee. She's really good at being consistent, farming up in that mid lane. Ninja Swirls is like really good at mid, so that'll be an interesting matchup. We'll see if Azir can break her consistent farming. Let's see. I don't really know anything about this bot lane matchup, so I know Chad's a good AD carry. I know that, so that's just about it. Elise, Amumu's pretty weak champions, at least when it comes to fighting early on. So he's just going to look to farm up really hard.
Hey David, what's up, man?
Hey!
Let's do this.
Yeah.
I'm in spec right now. I'm in here. So we got Chad Arena on the drinks, right?
Yeah.
Barry, you've got a little bit of an echo, by the way. It shouldn't impact the stream, but just so you know, it'd be nice if you could like figure that out a little bit.
All right. Sure thing.
Yeah, just for me. So we got Darius. Darius is really strong now. I don't know if you know that, but Darius is super strong. He got changed. So his early game is not as strong, but now super late game, the passive becomes insanely strong. Basically, before you had to like auto attack get 5 stacks for blood, right? Now, if you dunk someone, then every auto attack applies 5 stacks.
Oh man.
Of bleed. So yeah, so he can like dunk someone and then dunk another person right away.
That's dirty.
Yeah, so Darius is like a reset master now. So that's a scary pickup. I don't know if Orbits can play it, very well. I don't know the general thing of Rich Game. I don't know what their best champions are, who's good on what side. I'm not familiar with most of the players.
The only player I know about on Rich Gang is Ninja Swirls. That guy's been around for a while, so I know he's a good competent mid player.
Yeah, Ninja Spills is a strong pick in the mid. That's a good pickup for them. Having the Azir, definitely going to do well. Did you change the overlay?
Yeah.
Okay, we're good. You got Mastery on Azir, Mastery on Brown. That's those little things in the top left of their borders.
Okay.
Elise, I feel like the Sexiled out of League just has such a strong team here.
Yeah.
A Protected Jinx comp that has insane Protected Jinx capabilities. If Chat Arena doesn't mess up, I think they've got this. There's just so much lockdown with a Mumu, Sona, Orianna, into a Lulu ulti. Like, there's just everything. They have everything.
Yeah, I was saying earlier, like, if Sexiled ends up like actually engaging on them and like doing a team fight, they're gonna win almost every time. Like, there's such a strong team fight composition. There's so much AoE and knockups. It's kind of insane. When it comes to the other team, they really have to get some like nice picks with at least like web shots, or something like that, or else they're looking for trouble. Alrighty. Ooh.
Okay, cool. Glad to see that we've got some people in the chat interested in casting these games tonight, helping out the group. Hope to see some more games cast tonight. Anybody who's got some time, really interested. So the regular commentators, I am Plat 5, that's a Spirited Dog. I don't know what Doc is, he doesn't play League of Legends.
I did. I was pretty decent. I was around low gold level.
Low gold? Okay.
Maybe low gold when I was playing gameplay. Alright, looks like we're seeing a simultaneous invasion on both sides.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
It's pretty exciting. Oh no, Amumu might be left alone here.
Bro, I'm choosing to pick up the mana potion. Chat Arena playing very defensively here. Sexiled is not at all, positioned in their jungle. They're all kind of grouped together.
Yeah.
It's not very strong positioning. They're just kind of giving up objectives.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they are, they are scared of the level 1 Braum. That's just pretty spooky.
Yeah, that cluster at blue would have been pretty scary, I think. Just having an Amumu who ends up not getting blue buff, it's just not fun. Alright. Looks like we are seeing a lane switch here.
Chat Arena pulling the lane swap out. Wow, this kid is such a tryhard. Holy crap. Oh my god. All right,
This
so,
is-
yeah, this is the thing that Chad's done in many, many games. He will pull this out anytime when he thinks that their top laner is, better than his, basically. Even if it's a good matchup for the top laners. Like, Lulu into Darius is totally fine. Lulu can totally handle Darius. He doesn't care about that. He's just like, I'm going to farm up, get free farm, and I don't have to care about the 2v2. He did this with the Jack also. His other AD carry a couple splits ago. I
Yeah.
think it was maybe even last split he had the Jack. But he would make the Jack go lane swap. So yeah, Chatter just really likes the lane swap. He likes getting the AD carry free farm and shutting down top laners. He likes making top laners last miserable, basically. That's what he does.
Yeah, we're gonna see. This Sona is just gonna be so brutal against this Darius. Like,
Sona is actually really good in a 1v2 situation. Lots of poke.
Yeah.
Able to help the escape too with the E. Hopefully Suzansky gets that early on in case of a gank.
And-
Elise is the threat here for this 2v2. So if Elise gets enough farm, he's able to gank into this. We're curious if they'll be able to get a kill.
yeah.
Bottom lane, Caitlyn against the Lulu. Lulu has really good anti-push, so this is a pretty good, swap for Sexiled. Call that the right plan here.
Yeah, I agree. I think Lulu will do just fine outside of the early, like, Mana Star levels. Ooh, looks like Chad's trying to make a move. No, he doesn't want to brave that tower.
Didn't quite go into the dive here. Suzansky playing kind of cautiously. They have a ward. But I don't know if they can get the dive on the Darius. He's going to back, and he's going to TP back to lane. David, can you move the...
Yeah, I was just looking at that.
Yeah, so you can just drag him around. It's really easy to do. And AD carries should be, it should be supports on the bottom, then AD carries on top of that, then mids, then jungles, then tops.
Yeah. There we go. Nice and good. Alright, well, predictably, Darius is getting a slight CS low right here in comparison to Lulu. Oh no, he missed that siege minion. Can't really afford to do that. Top lane. Brahm's trying to do a little bit of roam action, but he misses the skill shot. Qua's getting a little bit overconfident there. Ooh! We are seeing this,
The Elise
Elise thing you were talking about.
That's the kill to 2v2. If Elise comes in, gets it, that should have been an exhaust from Suzansky. A little bit disappointing play there.
Yeah.
But, Chatterina gets ganked. They didn't have the vision. They had the vision. They
had the vision. They just didn't do anything about it.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that they did not back up faster. Maybe there was, not really looking out for that.
Yeah. There might have been some miscommunication issues there.
Oh, you know what? Elise came in through the back of the bush, the tri bush.
Oh.
Have wards.
Okay.
But, it was still level 4 and 5. I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
this gank again, actually, just because I want to check something. Chatterman just tanks the stun, basically, and doesn't flash it, and then gets hooked up by Darius after his flash. That's just
Gotcha.
misplay. Should have been from Suzansky, like I said, but...
Yeah, it looks like Elise is going after a Mumu here in his own jungle.
Oh, does he?
Oh, is he gonna get it? Yeah, he's gonna get it.
Suzansky looking for something. Katarina's probably...
I don't think Flip Flops is gonna get out.
There it
Yeah.
is. The Suzansky picks it up. Katarina not quite able to get it.
Kind of unfortunate that goes on to the support, but It's all good. Yeah, I think that was a little bit of an overreach. I think that was a good instinct to punish Amumu for like free farming in his jungle. I don't need support, but stayed a little bit too long. I think making him go back is totally fine than just walking away. So gold's still staying pretty even now.
User joined your channel. User
Thanks,
was
Charles.
kicked out of your channel.
Oh. Thank you, Charles.
That was Charles Yang, Sexy Babe 69.
Yep.
And endorsed for Prez by member Piteg.
Not anymore.
There are birthers. Oh yeah, he's not a member of Piteg anymore. There are birthers who claim that I no longer attend the University of Pittsburgh and claim that I need to provide a birth certificate, but
This is just kind of a crazy
yeah,
claim.
dead Lulu.
Yeah.
Very, very dead. Arctic Manatee in the mid lane, you know, staying pretty good in CS, but getting kind of bullied in terms of the lane.
Yeah.
Taking some damage. I wonder if Elise will look for some pressure, you know, helping Ninja Swirls get some kills here. But overall, it's looking kind of down for Sexiled. You know, that
I feel like
that their hopes are on got killed by the Elise early on.
I feel like if Flip Flops has done his research, then they'll know that ganking, trying to gank Leia is kind of a waste of time.
Oh, is Chatterator gonna fall?
Oh, is Chatterator gonna fall here?
That's it. That's the dead. That's the
Yep.
dead Chatter. And that's a huge Darius.
Oh man. That gank kind of spiraled him out of control.
Oh, we're casting right now? Slick Breaker? I don't know.
Hello, what is up?
Hey, we're casting.
Yeah, we're casting right now, so I'm gonna move you real quick.
User left your channel.
Yeah, I tried to get into the OLS casting channel, but there's a password that I haven't heard about or read about because I'm too lazy.
We'll move.
Oh boy. So there we see, just like you talked about,
User joined your channel.
Leia actually getting ganked there.
Yeah, there's the Elise coming in.
Yeah.
This is just really Flip-Flops is going off this game. 3-1,
Right.
only one kill that Flip-Flops was not involved in. This is just huge for the Elise. Probably going to see a ban next game, I expect, if this keeps going as well as it is.
Yeah. I don't think Elise has bought yet.
No, Elise went and ganked the Lulu.
Oh, okay.
Killing the Lulu, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think they've killed at least one person in every lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, so every lane is now behind on Sexiled. Flip-Flops has really just put this game out of their hands at this point. They,
Seems like the gang is rich. They're up like.
Oh, Chatterator gets it. Oh no, this
Oh,
is really
boy.
bad for Sexiled right here. There's the stun. It's gonna be the dunk on Suzansky. There it is. Chatterator's still fighting. There's the TP though. LQAX.
The TP gets flip flops. That shutdown's pretty huge. Can they get orbits too?
There's a ward in that bush. I don't know if he knows.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a nice TP from Elquax.
And sorely needed.
Yeah, very nicely played from.
Yeah, couldn't afford to let that counter game go unpunished. Unfortunately, it looks like this bottom lane is gonna fall.
Red team's turret has been activated.
Oh no.
Drop.
Oh no.
That's really bad for Sexiled right now.
Yeah.
This is really rough. I mean, if all you put your hopes in the Jinx, you try to get this lane swap to get the Jinx farm, but it's not even working out.
Yeah.
It's just not looking good for them, and I'm sure that Chad is
Ooh.
frustrated. with how
Sexiled in mid right now.
Arctic Manatee, nice. CC there. Still
Hmm.
shotgun though.
This is
Not
looking
yet.
poor.
Ninja's nice turn. Wow. Really calm control play.
Yeah.
For the streamer shuffle. Gets it off.
Ninja Swirl's coming out on top in this mid lane. He's a really excellent player, veteran of the OS, just like Arctic Manatee, but he's really managed to show his worth today.
Yeah, Arctic Manatee has been playing for a little bit longer, but I think Ninja Swirl's is a better player.
Yeah.
I gotta say it. But I think that, you know, the potential here is that they can get a turnaround. Sexiled can get a huge turnaround with a nice Oriana ult after the Mumu. There is
Right.
this possibility. They are only 5 kills down. It is 4K gold, but that's not 10K, and I've seen turnarounds from 10K.
We're looking at an Amumu in trouble here.
Yeah, the Mumu is dead. That's
Yeah.
it. It's really looking like they're just playing with sloppy. Sexiled is not prepared for these invades.
They're
And Rich Game is just
Yeah.
playing them off over and over again.
Rich King is just playing really aggressively right now.
Just goes for the dunk. Oh, that's right. It was about to go off on cooldown because he used it on a Mumu bottom. That was not a. Oh, he's just gonna kill Chatterina.
Oh boy.
Chatterina drops the chompers, but it's a little bit misplaced.
Oh no, he's done.
Yeah, I don't
Ugh.
think he's playing these Jinx very comfortably.
Yeah.
It's not looking good for him.
He has some decent farm, but like it's definitely like it's looking like all Sexiled is on tilt right now.
Yes. Not looking very nice.
They couldn't really understand all the aggression coming. So they just kind of backed out of it. Yeah, one of the biggest differentiators between teams. This is kind of a silent one, other than like skill, is like how comfortable teams are playing together, and kind of atmosphere that teams get. Man. Seeing that big team fight atmosphere, oh no, Chatterina just gets caught out. We saw that Wombo combo go in, but it's like it's just not really working out. They're too far behind to even make it work. The other team is left with just a little bit of health, but it's still enough to finish them off, because after that Wombo combo, they don't really have anything left.
Arctic Manatee barely gets out of that chase by Ninja Swirls. But does escape. And now we're looking at, 5-0 Caitlyn, 5-1 Darius. I would think Sexiled is just completely demoralized at this point and is ready to move on to the next game.
Yeah.
14-5, 2K gold lead, and they have not been able to react very well.
If it were me, this would be a surrender at 20 game.
Yeah. I think that,
if only to
this is
save
a
morale.
Gem Knights, huh?
What?
Is it a repeat of Gem Knights?
Oh, we did pretty decently in our first year.
Yeah, I think it was. I'm thinking of the later years. One of the
Yeah.
later years. I don't remember which one exactly.
I mean,
it was the last one. The last one.
2 seasons ago, I quit early and then don't know what happened afterwards. So.
Oh, okay. No, that one actually went well after you quit.
I'm sure.
You only played GP at that time.
I'm pretty sure I was the weakest link there.
So it wasn't very useful.
I'm pretty sure what happened is that I wanted a whole bunch of people who would just derp around with me. So I picked a whole bunch of people who had similar personalities with me and who were funny. And then, like, they all wanted to go hard and be serious.
Alright, so, yeah, I don't know. This is like, we can talk about this game. I don't think it's, there's some analysis to be made, which is how it was already won. I don't think that Sexiled can come back from here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they ganked really well in the 2v2 by Darius and Elise. Elise basically just went off early, which is what Elise is supposed to do. So she has this really strong early pressure. So she's extra against the Mumu.
Right.
Difficult to play jungle champion in terms of like it's difficult. And she went off.
Yeah, Amumu's really.
Rewarded for it by basically winning her team the game.
Amumu's a really vulnerable champion. He needs a lot of like alone time to farm, and someone like Elise can just go in there and tear him a new butthole.
Yeah, and you're not very useful until team fights roll around. I mean, certainly you can gank bottom lane and get maybe a double kill, but it's not easy.
Right.
Veteran is forced to flash out there.
You know.
Jinx flash down, that's not good for Sexiled. I think they're gonna lose this turret pretty soon.
You know. I think that period where Amumu was trying to wind up into a strong, real champion, was just capitalized on by a rich gang. They took map control and really worked to dominate their lanes with Elise. And to be honest, I don't think Sexiled was coordinated enough to stop that map control. It's really an issue of like coordination and like being prepared for that kind of aggression.
There goes a spider. Yeah, where's the weak spot here? Where does Sexiled focus the next game on? I'm guessing on Ninja Swirls. You know, they've got an 0-6 mid. He didn't get many kills. He just kind of played a support role this game. Kind of strange, honestly, but maybe there's a conclusion to be drawn from it, which is that Ninja Swirls is not really prepared for this Arctic Manatee matchup in the mid. Isn't going to carry as hard as he normally does. So focus on, you know, shutting that down. Get Arctic Manatee huge. Maybe put on the Vel'Koz.
I don't know. I think that's a function of Arctic Manatee. She's like a really consistent player that almost never like dies in lane unless she's like really focused by a jungler. And that's kind of her strength, is that you can leave her alone in mid lane and she won't be an issue. And that's kind of the wall that that Ninja Swirls is running into. Yeah.
So I wonder if there is anything that they can do about that, you know?
I think it's really just being able to coordinate a defense against this like early game aggression in their jungles.
I just think that the Elise went off. You know, I don't think the team has that early game aggression. I think they just pulled off some amazing ganks on Elise. You know, can they handle that? Did they ban it? And do they have enough bans? What was banned by Rich Game in pick ban? Do you remember? Orbitz is trying a 1v2 here.
Yeah, and he can probably do it.
No, Lulu misses the glitter lance, so he's just gonna back off. Isn't forced to continue the fight.
I'm pretty sure that Sexiled banned GP and I believe that Rich Gang banned Fiora and
I'm pretty sure I also saw a few orb. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't really remember anything else because I'm bad. But I think certainly banning Elise is going to be a huge help, and picking a jungler that can assert map control early on instead of a jungler like Amumu who can.
I'm fairly certain lane swap was actually just the worst decision I've ever seen. I'm almost certain of it because I'm pretty sure that Orbits just is perfectly comfortable with losing a little bit of CS and getting the gank on the jungler. And Shadowing and Suzanski would be much better in a 2v2 situation. I mean, I'm pretty sure that Rich Gain's bot lane is their weak spot. I don't know why you would give him a free lane.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't know what the plan is here from Shadowina, but I don't think he really thought out, where do you get the advantage in a 2v1, which is not, you don't really get much shutting down the top laner if they're good.
Yeah.
They will just play safe, get farm, get XP, and be useful anyway.
Orbits has certainly done that this game.
You're giving a weak bot lane and a free lane, and you're not pressuring them at all. That's a mistake. 80 carries, sit in the back. And right click things. Shutting down a lane is how you gotta take advantage of a weak bot. And I don't think that they considered that. What I'm not
Do you think,
let me quick look up the roster for this team and make sure that it is the bot lane that is their weak players. I don't want to make any judgments here on Shadowina without the right information.
Do you think Chad needs to move to AD carry that he's more comfortable with?
I guess there is a little Jinx unfamiliarity. I mean, there's definitely the Chun Choppers that have come out that have been bad.
Yeah.
But I don't know which Arena is the most comfortable with his AD carry. He roll swaps all the time.
Right.
One split he's mid, one split he's jungle.
I remember that one split where it was just Kha'Zix every game.
Oh, so I did just look it up, by the way, and their bot lane is the weakest lane. So this decision not to 2v2 was easily the biggest mistake of the game that I can think of. I think it was a huge throw. Yeah, I think it was a failure. You basically put your stronger lane, and you got rid of it, and you made it a 2v1.
Yeah.
Because generally top laners just need XP, that's the whole point of why they're top laners. And Elquax is, I don't know, not doing much as compared to Orbits.
Gonna take Baron pretty much uncontested despite that ward there. That was a pretty decent rocket, but it didn't work out. Oh no. I think this is the game-ending play. With Chatterina caught alone by this tower. Yeah. The whole red team is just going to get hunted down and destroyed here. And they're going to push for the win.
Red team's inhibitor has been destroyed. Red team's
I don't know, BD. I think Chatterina should have saved his team 7 minutes of pain.
Alright. I am going to be done with this game. I'm going to be casting on Pitlul 2. But we are going to have two people join in here. Friends of the Darius from last game, who hopefully will not be too biased. I'm going to the channel with you, David. And
Okay.
we're going to have, hopefully, a very exciting cast from them.
Sweet.
User left your channel.
All right.
User was moved to your channel.
Hello, Slick Rick.
Hey, what's going on?
Are you a or do you go to Pitt?
I do not. I actually go to Westchester University, and I'm just friends with Darius from last game. We're all childhood friends.
Okay. Good to know. All right. I'll try and invite you to the game.
All right.
Is your summoner name the same as your TeamSpeak one?
No, it's here. I'll send it to you on this really quick.
Okay.
There we are. All right.
User was moved to your channel.
Hey. Hello. Hi. All right. So I'm being joined by two people who don't go to Pitt. Excellent.
Correct.
Hey.
Currently coming in from Stirling, Scotland.
Sweet. What are your guys' names?
I'm Pat.
What?
We got Pat over here. I'm Slick Rick, and then BP Dunst is Ben.
Okay, Pat and Ben. Good to know. I'm David.
Hi, David.
You can also call me Maynard. Doesn't matter.
Yep.
Okay, we are in game.
All right.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Alright, I'll invite you guys to the game as soon as I can.
All right.
In the meantime, go ahead and watch the stream for the picks.
Sounds good. Alright, so we got Victor and Skarner bands coming in from, looks like team, wait for the overlap.
That's Sexiled.
Okay,
Oh,
so
just like that. Yeah.
okay. So we got the more bands and bands coming in, the same as last game, it looks like. And we don't really have to worry about too much coming in. I'd assume another Fior band coming in, because it looks like they're top. Oh, Darius band. I'd suspect if they had the Fior band last game, they'd probably try and pick it up this game, since, it's good.
Looks like Rich Gang and Ben Darius this game.
I imagine they try to pick up their jungler at this point. It looks like if they tried to take away the Skarner from,
Right.
They go with the first pick Tristana. They're looking for a tower pushing comp. Maybe they'll try and pull some C9 shit with the Eagle comp of Tristana with the big guns in the bot lane, a big Eagle in the mid lane. Let's see what they get rolling. Oh, good lord, Maokai, the tree is falling far. Apple not falling far too from the tree, though. Maokai is not as strong as he used to be in a couple patches ago, but it looks like Orbits will try and
Yeah,
lock it
definitely.
anyway. My guess is that this will be a jungle. Echo, it looks like Great Lockdown does like to play some kind of
Malphite
control
come
moves,
in.
and they go with the
Probably
Braum
play
anyway.
defensive top.
Yeah.
The pretty strong tank line to start off with Maokai and Braum. I'd imagine they're probably trying to get some more zone control champions like Azir, and I'd imagine they try and get GK Osega on something like Jinx to try and match the tower pushing power of Tristana. I'd assume that's a top line Malphite with the meta going in right now.
Mhm.
That's a decent matchup for, I'd say, Maokai in this instance. He is not as strong as he used to be, but he still is able to kind of get clear the way with his Q and stuff like that. He'll still always have that in the team fighting prowess of his ultimate. But,
Hey guys, if any of you have the stream audio on, please turn it off.
Let's see.
Yeah, mine's muted. I have headphones on, so it's all good.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay.
Alright, let's see.
Apparently there's an
Looks
echo.
like they will go with the Jinx. I'd say that's a pretty good matchup with the Tristan. Oh, maybe they'll go with the Ashe. I don't know if that's the best pick. I'd imagine he'd block in the Jinx. I've known him to be a pretty good Jinx player in the past,
Mhm.
and I'm not
Did he
sure
echo
about
lock
Great
in?
Lockdown. Ninja Squirrels, it looks like he does like to play zone control champs. You can get some stuff going with the parallel convergence on Echo, but they might try and throw that in the jungle depending on what they want to do. Control, maybe set up a very large stun effect and have GK Osego in the background doing some dirty damage on that Jinx. But the thing they do have to watch for is that fucking Fiora in the top lane, and they can't go too far deep with this Yasuo because they will have the Morgana to try and stop some of the CC. So we'll see how this game turns out. I will have to take a look at the matchup though of this this R into the Yasuo. It's all going to come down to whether Ninja Squirrels will be able to take down Arctic Manatee. Last game he didn't do too well. He was going 0-2 in lane. He managed to stay in CS up a little bit, but I think the story will be told through the mid lane in this game.
Yeah, definitely. Looks like the mid game will probably tell the story, and I won't expect to see a lane swap again after that worked out. Not so great last time, not quite as I expected, so we'll probably see straight lanes this time. We'll see if they do that same invade. They
User
both
joined
went
your
with
channel.
a bit
David,
of a weird bot
you're
lane
echoing.
two-side invade.
Fix it. Oh, okay. Okay. All right, that works.
Oh, let's see here.
Okay. Cool. Fixed. Glad to hear it. Bye. Sorry.
User left your channel.
Alright, so we should just have to wait for the yeah, is it still echoing? If anyone is, let us know. I don't hear any. No? Maybe?
I certainly don't hear anything.
Yeah, I don't hear anything at all. Well, so let's see. I'd like to see how this jungle matchup works out. I think that'll be one of the more interesting things to watch, but I think the mid lane, like you said, will probably be the most important in this one.
Well, the fact that it's a Malphite jungle versus an Echo, I'd have to probably give it to the Echo in this instance, just
Yeah.
because the 1v1 potential. This Malphite's not going to be farming up too hard in the beginning. Yes, you got
Right,
some
right.
stuff with your power slam and stuff with your W. I'd imagine he'd try and be ranking up his E within the jungle, but the fact that they have pretty strong invade, well, not necessarily invade competition, but they're level 1, they're going to definitely have to take a look and try and getting this Malphite started on the right side of the map.
And judging by the last game, the jungle of Rich Gang looks to get those early aggressive ganks, so Echo I think is a good choice for him. He'll probably be able to get the hurt down on Fiora, I'd expect, maybe Ari. He'll probably stay away from bot lane if I had to guess, just because of the Morgana going through with the Braum. We'll see. Yeah, GK Osego I've seen him play a lot of Jinx, and he's really pretty good at it, so I'd expect to see a big show from him this game, more than anything. Orbits, I think we'll see a little bit less of an aggressive game as we did last time.
if anything, he certainly showed off. They were talking about the fact that I would say compared to what at least what I saw from last game, the mechanics did kind of shine through from the bot lane from Sexiled, and it is kind of a little bit of a worrying trend from these bot lane from looks like Rich Gang. But I think that based on last game, the range advantage that they had, Caitlyn, who might be able to show the same thing with some of those rockets from Fishbones in this game. But we'll have to see what's going on.
Yeah, they were saying last game that they've seen a lot of Chatterina playing really well, but he was uncomfortable in the Jinx. So because they first picked that Tristana, it kind of seems like he might be back on something he's more comfortable with, and he might show up a little bit stronger. So they'll have to keep an eye on that. So I think
you do have to give credit to this Morgana. I'd say if they did say the strength was in the spot lane, you got the Morgana throwing in the Q and obviously just throwing the W underneath. But the fact is that Tristana has a lot of burst come level 1, starting at her E. You get the E on there, it's very easy to get those 4 auto attacks, stacking up the package damage on the E after you get someone rooted down with the Q. And it's going to be a little bit difficult with someone like Jinx who does not have a dash, so it's all going to be at Sego's positioning in this game. And it's going to come down to whether Braum can try and help him out in this lane, but see how they're going to work together.
I think the fate of the bot lane will definitely come down to this Braum. We'll have to see a lot from him if we want them to stay even in this one. Yep, I think overall that should be a pretty even one. We'll have to see. The matchups look pretty fair. Nothing really going in either one's way. I think Maokai should be okay against the Fiora champion-wise. The mid lane will get interesting. Fiora, Yasuo, both of them are going to be playing aggressively and probably roaming. So we might see a bit more of a dynamic match instead of the straight we did last time. Well, we had the lane swap, but other than that, just the lanes kind of running at each other until every lane was winning for Rich Gang.
That's a pretty good point to bring up. They could do the lane swap, but in all honesty, I don't know if the Maokai isn't as strong as he used to be. And yes, you can always fucking Dyrus this guy and throw him into 1v2 situations and try and get it. Looks like Orbit's like they were saying last game. He does thrive well on being farm starved, but you can't Dyrus him for too long because he will need to become a central point for this team because that's going to be their main engage. They can try and get something with Echo, but if based on the history of this game, it looks like it might be a tank Echo just for more zone control based on the way that I saw like to play that Elise. He was being very aggressive in the jungle, so if he decides to go with the AP route, we'll have to see what goes on.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I think they could pull off the lane swap. I don't think that would be a bad idea for this game, but I don't think they will just because of it going so awfully for them last game means that I think they'll call today on that. But overall, I don't think it would be a bad choice. I think the Maokai would probably benefit far more than the Fiora, but just sort of the offensive item cost as compared to the defensive ones kind of gives Maokai a bit of an edge there.
We do have to keep an eye on this Fiora versus the Maokai. It is going to be, like we said, it's mostly centered on this mid lane, but I would say they're trying to go for that lane swap because the Fiora and the Maokai, that's not going to be a fun time for the tree. He will be sliced and diced like a fucking wood chipper. You do not want to throw this guy into 1v2, or you pretty much want to throw this guy into 1v2 situations because you can get a pretty big lead advantage on this. You can try and shut down this Fiora early. I'd probably say you're going to see Echo visiting this Fiora quite a lot, coming in with those baguettes to France in the top lane.
It might not be a bad idea for Rich Gang to pull the 1v2 themselves, but I don't think they will. I think they're probably confident from the last game, so they'll probably go in with their standard laning against the opponent.
What they might do is do some buddy jungling with flip-flops and orbits and have them start out their bot lane start Gromp, but I'd probably say rotate them to the Krugs up top lane, get them that the level 2 advantage early over the Fiora, who cannot strut that Gromp and try and shove that advantage early. The buddy jungle of orbits and flip-flops have flip-flops at the top lane after rotating through the jungle. Orbits go after buddy jungling for a little bit, teleport to that bot lane. I've just got a few levels in him so we can start getting that 1v2 down as the lane swaps do normally pan out.
We'll have to see if that's what to go for.
Them starting the I'd imagine that's their best bet, but I imagine that's not what it looks like it's going to go for because it looks like they do have their bot lane situated. And you're not going to have your bot lane running from bot to top right at the beginning of the game. That's something you have to set up a little bit beforehand, and they didn't really set up the vision to try and predict where, if anything, look, like I said, the only people that want the lane swap in this situation is Rich Gang.
Right.
Because, like, they've been in the vein, obviously it looks like this 80 carry of,
it looks like still neither top laner has gotten to lane.
Yeah, they're doing a little bit of buddy jungling right now. Fiora, she can do the wolves. I did say she can do the Gromp, but now that she's got a level in her, I'd imagine she can probably start getting that roll and see what's going on there. So we will end up having the 2v2 matchup, so it will be about Sego's positioning in this early lane phase.
Mm-hmm. His
But I'm
lane's
sure
going
he's
at it
probably
already.
coming off a little bit of a high from last game.
Mm-hmm. We'll have to be careful not to get a little too confident in their mechanics. Alright, yeah. So far it looks pretty even. Fiora has a little bit of that CS advantage in the top, but she's taking some harass. See some action here. Even. Oh, Echo's coming up into that top lane. The flash from... Get away, the
Great early
flash.
pressure up there.
There's the first blood to Echo. That'll be huge. It's just like last game, that Echo coming up to the top lane for the early aggressive gank. He really seems to favor that, so I think in further games they might have to keep an eye out throughout the next matches, but so far it's been working out great for him.
Yeah, all credit is given to flip-flops for being able to predict that Fiora trying to go aggressive. His Elise was brilliant last game, I'd have to say. They were talking about whether it was ban-worthy, and looks like they certainly thought so, as they decided to ban the Elise the next game. They banned the Victor and Skarner, so maybe he is pretty strong on these very control zone champions, with the Skarner being able to have those Spires control, and the Elise being able to go over all these walls, but they can't stop him with the Echo even. Maybe it was just a bit too aggressive play from this Fiora, but we'll have to see what he decides to do. It looks like they are being shoved in the bot lane, and they do have currently 2 CS over the 18, and that's something that you don't see as often. While she is an aggressive laner, it's Tristana. Normally she falls behind sometimes. If you're not keeping up with your CS, you will lose some of those 6+ shots. Yes. Yep. Spectate? Alright, sounds good. Yep. Okay, sounds good.
See if they can pull this one out too. There it is. It's another round into the top lane.
No problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come here, we'll see if they can pull this one out. Oh, Rom jumps away. That's good from this bot lane yet again. Although we do start to see GKO Sego starting to fall behind the CS a little bit.
Yeah, we do have Chatarina being very aggressive on this Tristana. I guess that will be, like they were talking about, their bot lane is quite strong, so they decided to go for the 2v2. And it's certainly paying off for them, as the first blood did get on the Ixac. It's not look like it's causing them too much trouble, or it's certainly putting them beating down on them, getting this tree moving in all sorts of ways. I think we're talking about the win conditions for this team. It looks like they're going to have to try and put more resources towards this Fiora, as she is starting to fall behind just only slightly to this Maokai. I mean, she certainly has a CS lead, but 2 deaths down, that's never a good story to be beginning with. And you
Especially
need to get some resources on that Fiora. As soon as she gets that Hydra, start solo forming and getting that split push going, which is the strength of the team. Oh, so we have the Fiora opening going in. She's going for all sides. It looks like she's about to get the 4th proc, and will she get the grand heal? Oh, she does not. That was a great effort by Ixac, but I do have to say, if you're going to go for something like that, just take the one step further and get that ult down, and you'll have a Jan ult that's stronger than what you could ever imagine. But I think come late game talking about the win conditions. So you have the split pushing fuel. Oh, no time to talk because there's action in the bot lane with the Echo coming in. Flip flops going in zone control. Parallel convergence from the left, a little far too wide. Rocket jumps out. Chatarina continues to be safe playing and continues that CS lead. I imagine they should back now. Taking a step back so we can finally talk about the win conditions of this team. So like I said, the carry position is pretty much on the mid and top, and the mid-top, and the three threat carries of Chatterina, Ixax, and Arctic Money, each in the respective champions of Ari, Fiora, and Tristana. You do have the range advantage come late game of the Tristana. Obviously, it's going to be scaling up, drawing beads, and being able to more pressure over this gym. And it's going to. So the win condition is on those three carries. I'd say put as many resources as you can. It's a losing lane, but this Fiora, if you don't put any resources towards her, she's not going to be doing anything, and it's a 4v5. You will be able to maybe proc that ult to help out your team, but in that sense, you're just Janna helping out this Zansky, so you don't. Oh! Flip-flops gets picked off.
Oh.
Sego and Great Lockdown come down. So talking about the win conditions for Rich Gang, I think mainly, while we did talk about the fact that this game was going to be decided in the mid lane, it's been pretty stale so far. Oh, great win while he goes in with the ultimate, and that'll happen there. Talk about an anti-hype. He goes in, fully lined with the Q. So come late game, I think it's going to be all about this Braum and whether he can truly live to his name in the Great Lockdown, getting those fourth stuns down and getting it auto attacks down and the stun.
Yep, there's a lot of late game champions in both
as well as
these
the Yasuo.
So I think they're all a little bit looking forward to finding late game with the Yasuo and the Jinx and the Echo, and then on the other side the Ahri and the Fiora and the Tristana. It'll be interesting to see if this game goes that long.
Currently about a 0.5k gold lead towards Rich Gang now, but that's not meaning too much. I'd imagine they should start putting pressure towards Dragon. Honestly, try and force their bot lane to make a play, because it looks like Slay is spending way too much time towards the top lane. He's not actively doing anything to help out this Fiora. Flip-flop's taking blue buff. I'd imagine they should probably try and make a call for Dragon, at least start setting up some vision in that area, since they do have the vision set up right now. I'd say take your bot lane there. Yeah. They're not taking advantage of the fact that this Malphite is just free farming, and I haven't seen too much aggression from Flip-flop towards this Malphite.
No, he definitely got up towards top and then kind of slowed down after getting killed in bot lane. It looks like he's been a little bit more hesitant.
He did decide to go with the, we see a gank in the mid lane. Brilliant stun. We're going to see the first few knockups. Looks like this Arctic Manatee will be sinking to the bottom of the ocean as Flip-flops goes in. Oh, the great escape! The outplay from Arctic! Oh my god! What a brilliant ultimate. But he goes down into the Arctic Manatee.
Very, very close escape, but did not quite manage to pull it off.
Brilliant effort by Flip-flops, but like I said, you can't run in those Flip-flops, you end up falling on your face.
Yeah, a very good try there, though. Definitely can't criticize him for that one. He definitely went a little bit deeper than he needed to, but very nearly managed to just use his mechanics to get out of that one. That definitely will upset the balance of this mid lane a little bit, although the CS lead on the Yasuo should keep him in front a little bit, but definitely a little bit closer than it was.
Valiant effort by Flip-flops, and I have to say, that was all credit given to him for being able to have the vision set up in that bot lane for the gank. And Slayer was nowhere to be found for the counter gank, but all the mechanics of that Arctic Manatee, you never know what's coming up from the North Pole. Jeez.
Yeah, very, very good from him. Really good patience too. Really smart from him. Really smart. Up in this top lane, it's still pretty straightforward. Close in CS, Orbit still has that kill and assist up on the Fiora, so he's really doing a good job of holding him back.
I wonder if this explosive charge will take the turret, and it will. This Tristana may become a worrying trend for Rich Gang, as is. There is currently 113 to 77 CS over the Jinx, and normally in most situations you do have a little bit lower CS on this Tristana just because of the explosive shot. It is more difficult to CS, but it is certainly no challenge for Chatterina. More action in the top lane, that's about all you can expect from a grand duel tree. He's about to get two procs. Can we get the third? Will we see a fourth?
It's close one.
Will we see a fourth?
He's
And he
trying
gets
to
the
go home
fourth
minion
proc
wave.
in the outplay. Orbit's almost going that down. Looks like Ixax
so
is going
close.
in. Will he get the kill?
There he is.
And there it is. Meanwhile, down the bot lane, Slayer goes down. Great lockdown, living true to his name, holding up Slayer down. But it looks like without free firing,
looks to finish him off
over the dragon.
There's his.
Ninja will come in.
Looks
Will he
like they
find the
will trade
knockup?
back.
Dragon resets.
And that's a big pickup for Sexiled there. All around the map.
If anything, the Dragon is yet further stalled out. If Katarina and Zenski return to mid lane with half health, looks like they're going to make this turret push work with the Tristana. Just a static shiv though, no Infinity Edge yet. The wave clear's certainly there, but will they be able to put any pressure down? Only one explosive charge going down with 3 auto attacks. That's not enough damage to take down the mid lane, as he can just throw up the wind wall and keep them off there for a little bit longer.
Yep, Gossard as well there to keep them off. Yep, this is definitely going to be an uphill battle for Rich Gang to come back from now, with 3-0 now on the Ahri.
I do have to say, while Cheddarine has been playing pretty impeccably this past game, I do have to question his item choices. I do not agree with the static shiv first.
Yeah, I also agree with that.
The average blade is always kind of wonky, and you're sitting on it for a while. You can get the average blade and then transition immediately into Infinity Edge, but in this opinion, I'd say go straight for Infinity Edge if you're trying to push down these towers. Yes, you're getting more wave clear, but I'd say explosive shot is enough. And you've got plenty of wave clear coming from your Ahri.
He's really double dipping on the passive there. He really doesn't need it this early. He really just needs the AD to be taking down towers.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely questionable item choice there, but we'll have to see where it goes with it. It looks like he's moving towards that Infinity Edge next. Or maybe a Bloodthirster.
Flip-Flop's making an aggressive move in the top lane.
Looks like he wants to bring this one back.
And the stun does not land.
I think he should
And
be
the
able
gank
to
is
kill that
soiled.
one.
He's going for it though. Lands the third Q, getting that third.
Definitely
person
confident
down.
still. That 2-3-1 score, he still feels like he can get some damage in. But back out for
I do
now.
have to
Go
put a lot
back
of
to
credit for Rich Gang's ward control of this game. Meanwhile, they have had it set up and they've been able to try and make plays. They're not necessarily executing on the perfect. It looks like
they're going to take that free dragon.
Sexiled.
Looks like an uncontested Sexiled dragon. Yep, there it is. Overall, it seems like they're losing focus a little bit from Rich Gang. Sexiled is doing well to stay together, but overall the communication last game from Rich Gang was really good, so hopefully they'll be able to keep it up for themselves. Despite if they get on tilt a bit. I don't think they're there yet, but it seems like they're becoming a little bit more frantic.
I do have to say, in my opinion, I think it's a mistake keeping Orbis in this top lane. He keeps trying to play too aggressive against this Fiora, and as we saw the one time, he's just going to be continually giving up kills. Like I said, once she gets that Hydra, she'll start being able to shove that lane in constantly, and that's not going to be a fun time for a tree. When's the last time you saw a tree be able to kill a sword? Didn't think so.
Yeah, definitely a matter of time at this point. Doing well to
take the Maokai out and put it by its roots and put it those roots in the bot lane and get the Dukes back up there to catch up and farm, because she is currently almost 40 CS down, 2/3 of the CS of that of Chatterina over here.
Well, I think it's the Maokai up top is still doing a good job of keeping the Fiora from getting that split push and tearing through their towers. Doing a good job of at least keeping her at bay, and keeping them away from the team fights in the mid lane, because I don't think I don't think Rich Gang really wants that to happen to them at this point. Oh, here's a Mac. And the solo ult from Ninja's world. King's ult comes through. A lot of action, but the Arctic Manatee drops a little low. Other than that, everybody's still in pretty good shape.
I'd say if anything, with top lane falling a little bit behind, the bot lane falling behind. Quite a lot of flops on his face.
We got a little bit too excited about that overextended Tristana, but could not quite finish it.
Flip-flops right into the grave.
And now we have the 4 in mid lane alone, and that's going to leave that Fiora open up top. Which might be exactly what Sexiled needs for this one. So we see Tristana start to split down. Norbitz will go back to the top lane as well. Look to just clear it off and keep that tower safe for now. Well, there's a lot of nothing getting done in this one. I'm not sure that this is entirely productive for Rich Gang. I think it benefits Sexiled much more with the Tristana to sit back and just keep farming up and keep taking dragons. But it's still early.
If anything, I think there's just not... Flip-flops is not putting enough resources towards his lanes. It looks like he's trying to put a lot of pressure
on
quite a lot of nothing. Continuing to farm up, and he's putting pressure in the wrong places, in my opinion. He should set up ward control up in this top side of the jungle so that Orbit can be protected and continue to stay up there if that is what they want to do. But like I said, this Jinx will only continue to fall further and further behind in farm unless she manages to get a freeze in the bot lane. But With Sexiled grouping up in the mid lane, looks like the tier 1 turret's about to go down.
It doesn't
Not
look like that.
making any
Oh,
push
there's a
towards
teleport
this.
top lane, so that's going to be down for this inevitable mid lane fight.
Looks like TP Priority will go to Ixax as Overseas to get the top lane as he said.
Jaxus still has his up, so that means if there's a fight in the mid lane, it probably will go heavily in the favor of Sexiled in this one. Although he's just going to look to take it in the top lane by himself.
He goes in again.
Oh, but Orbis is fighting him back.
Activates ultimate.
Oh, the
Flash
flash.
inner
Oh,
tap,
back in
that's
the
a smart move.
There's some poke going back
For
and
Flash,
forth in the
I'd
mid
say
lane.
that's worth for Ixax because he's going to be able to continue to put more and
Yeah.
more pressure towards this top lane to slowly win
Exact
the
just has
lane.
that lifesteal that's going to allow him to bring it all back.
Like Sexiled is going to make a positional error here. Is that oh no, they send the Fjord bot lane to take care of the thing. If anything, I'd say get that
Which-
mouse guy shoving up that lane and start running his tree little legs down the mid lane to help try and get maybe a 5v5, 5v4 going down here now that the Fjord is going back. Alright, managed to take the tier 1 turret.
I don't know about the teleport bout from Fiora. I feel like didn't need to use it there, and it probably should have been saved so that she could push the top lane and then teleport into a team fight. But it's down now. He's gonna look to just
Orbits
push
might
the
be
bot lane.
sacrificing his little tree life for this. Certainly will not be a tree
Orbits
life
has
after
Slaya
this.
coming in behind him. If he can find the tower, he
It's
might
a
be
level
able to
9
do it.
versus 12. We do have to mention that there's quite a level difference. He's been solo laning this top lane the entire time. But he does have
he
the
has-
rest of the team coming up.
Yep, he's got teammates on him. Oh, well. Oh,
Yeah,
no. But he will get the Malphite ult. So that's an
No
extra
credit
cooldown.
given to Arctic Manatee, but
Mhm.
free falls
That's
down
not
once again.
that bad of an escape from Orbits, I think, because he was dead either way. But he
Now the important question to ask is,
If
when
he
the tree
had
falls in the
Malphite
top lane, does the team hear his cries?
It looks
The
like they
answer looks
won't.
like no.
There's not a whole lot getting done on the rest of the map as Sexiled come through to take this map, take this tower off the top lane.
If anything, Sexiled could make a Baron play here. There is no aggression being taken on the side of Rich Gang here. They
No,
still
but I
have
don't think that's necessarily the best option at this point. It looks like Rich Gang are prepping for this dragon though. And I think that's a good idea from them because they definitely want to hold Sexiled off as they already have 3.
There you go, from in the bot lane.
Hmm.
Still 40 CS behind. You do have to give a lot of credit though to this Ninja Swirl still keeping up with this Arctic Manatee. While he does have 4 kills, I'm sure the gold somewhat equals out. I'll take a look here. It is about 7,000 gold to 6,000, so we're about 300 gold behind. I would like to see more plays in Nathan Mathari. I'd say send her to the bot lane to try and take care of the Jinx, and it looks like it might just happen right now.
Oh, that's a good charm onto the Echo
Great
there.
Black Shield, great Black Shield.
It looks like this
Rich
dragon
Gang, they
might be
actually
a-
have control over the situation.
Oh, we'll have to see.
Malphite ult is still down. They should make a play for it while that's still down.
This Fiora definitely threatening this mid lane. Oh, making moves onto the Yasuo. Maokai close behind. Looks like they want to take advantage of the Yasuo being away.
Flip flop,
I think
earns
they're-
ultimate to escape.
Very
I think
good.
he might
from-
have to back up
from
this
Full
one.
flops again, really showing
Great
his-
engage by Malphite, running up the team. Can he get
Oh,
Malphite
and
long
well, he
enough?
doesn't
Only
have
one man
support
on
with
that
him.
Malphite. Only
not
one man
gonna
help
help
him
him
throw it
either.
all to the Malphite.
Oh. Clean 1-for-1, that's 2 for 2 now.
Currently
Oh, no,
flip
still
flop
just
and
1 for
Ninja
2.
Swirl left.
3, 4, oh. It's another great fight for Sexiled yet again. And that will be their
Exactly,
4th
chasing
dragon. Or 2nd dragon, excuse me, I was looking at towers.
Xax is chasing this. Ninja Swirl's down. He's swirling.
Oh, he really wants that one. Nope, won't find it. This is just really slowing down for Rich Gang, really just losing out on opportunity after opportunity. It was a good engage there from Orbit, but he really just didn't have the help on that backline that he needed. They were caught up on the front line.
If anything, I do have to question the only single man knockup onto the Ninja from Ninja Swirls. That ultimate, you have to be saving that for either the Fiora. That I'd honestly just save it for Chatterina because he's going to be rocket jumping away. Oh, he's dropping low.
Definitely.
Dropping low from this red buff. Don't want to die our own solo. Oh,
Well,
Ninja Swirls is coming
well,
around.
no.
He's put himself in quite a precarious position here.
Oh, Ninja Swirls, you don't think he
Getting
can get
you.
there in time? Oh,
Rocket jumps away.
Yeah, Rocket Jump
going
should
to farm
save him,
the
yeah.
top lane. Ixax's up there. He's got no mana though. I don't know if he'll be able to take
Yeah,
care of
there's
this.
a no mana Ikiak. If Ninja Scrolls can get on him, he might have. Oh,
takes
no
long.
try.
No
Definitely
ultimate.
try.
No ultimate, no mana for Ixax.
But still
Go
a
for
lot of
knockup.
AD.
Oh, barely lands.
Like everyone will just back away from that one.
Orbit's coming up in the top lane to stick to his roots. And there we go.
I'm really not sure what Rich Gang are trying to get at here, though. They're not really showing much initiative. They still have all of the towers down. Yet to get one of them. Yet to find a dragon. Really looks like they were kind of riding the wave of the last game a little bit too heavily and slowed themselves down a bit. Oh, onto Suzansky. Can't quite finish. Looks like Orbits should have tried to get that tower when he was going down before and just tried to die for it, but that might have allowed Ninja Scrolls to pick up
Right now,
that kill this time around.
is babysitting a whole lot of nothing as he's running around. There's no camps to clear. You're wasting time, buddy. You're just running around bands. This is not the time to be training for a marathon. Get to mid lane, make some action happen.
And I think that's sort of the story of this game from Rich Gang. A little bit indecisive just on all aspects.
Yeah.
Not quite finding what they want to do. A little bit scattered. They set up the vision for Dragon, but didn't really pounce on it for any of them so far.
I do have to give a lot of credit to Suzansky. This has been brilliant black shields, dodging the slows from either Sego or knockups from swirls. I actually may have, if I want to go back and check that last fight, he may have stopped the second knockup happening.
Looks like Rich Gang fight here. Oh, Orbit Flash didn't get the engage on.
There's no opening on Orbit.
These are all going down fast.
Sego's staying in the back line, but you're about melee position.
Sego's
there,
just
buddy.
moving a lot, not shooting much. That's not going to get him very far, unfortunately.
Currently
See,
a
once
triple
again-
kill.
Once again, more indecision there, as Orbits flew in and Sego kind of stayed back and didn't really go towards it. Oh, and that'll be a good pickup in it as well. Oh, there it is. That's a good pickup. It's a good pick. Doing well to keep himself in that bush without getting spotted and then popping out, making sure he has enough. I don't know what the ult, we'll have to see if he has it in time to really take care of this mid lane. Oh, well actually it looks like he's just going to keep pushing up bot lane. We'll take the tower. Oh, okay, yeah, let's stop there.
Find more pockets in the gold of Rich Gang.
They're at about 6k down.
Making
Two
positional
towers
advantage
down
in
in
the
the
top
map.
lane. This turret will fall so quickly.
It's a really tough turret to defend in general, so I don't think they're going to be able to really hold that one up. Orbits will get there just a little too late. I'm not sure what they really need here. It seems like maybe their best bet is just defend and have the Yasuo split push somewhere, but they keep wanting to try and 5v5. It's just not working out for them.
Romp away. Quite the vision stranglehold from Sexiled in this top lane area. You need to switch those to the bot lane. They've got a pink ward and what used to be the banana brush down that way. Bot lane. Certainly
Rip
set up for the
Banana
dragon about a minute 50.
Sexiled really kind of just rotating around in a big group and just finding their picks. Really playing off of these really aggressive initiations from the Maokai without really getting punished for them. His team hasn't really been there at the same time he has, whether that's on him or them or just miscommunication, I'm not sure.
But you have the Fiora from Ixax continuing this split push in the top lane. They're going to have to commit some resources and just Squirrels makes his way up there.
And like we were saying, once he got to that Hydra, that teammate, it's really going to be a serious issue. Ninja Squirrels wants to go up against him again, but it was just really questionable. Oh, but there it is. That's a great pickup. Makes me eat my words. Good from Braum too, really gets in there and saves him. And also good patience waiting for that ult. Keeping him from life stealing back up. All around good from him. But will it be enough to slow down this Fiora? On 241 CS.
They take down Spell Trap. The rest of the pepperonis, you will be missed.
They're going to want to see this third dragon. Rich Gang might be better off just trying to trade this tower for it. But it looks like they're going to want to fight for their tower.
Lockdown taking quite a lot of damage. Flip flop. This is where they're walking.
Yep, they're just going to have to...
past the pink ward. There it is. Oh, they're
Gonna have to
picking it out
walk
though. They
them
do
away
know it's there.
again.
Someone pings it out from Team Rich Gang. Continuing to put more resources in this map. I'd say that's No.
Everywhere Rich Gang goes, they've just been walked up to and just walked away, and just get pushed out everywhere they go. And this gold lead has hovered around 6,000. It hasn't really been moving up a whole lot from there, but Dragon is up soon. It's up now, actually.
Rich Gang not truly living up to their name, as they are currently in a 6,000 gold deficit, as Dragon is about to be made. This will be the third Dragon for them, and that's the stat that really counts for such moving speed coming up, and that's going to be really useful in the floor, as they'll be able to shoot on the back line. Oh,
the Jinx rocket was smart,
valiant
but
effort from the Jinx.
blocked. Not quite there. And here we see this Fiora still sitting at about 241 CS. Just gonna be really tough to slow down that split push when she gets all her items.
Positional. Now, whether they can definitely win any 5v5s, but this is certainly not the most efficient way to go down mid lane.
No, definitely not. The 5 down mid lane definitely should be a little more spread, especially with the amazing split pushing power they have on their team.
If anything, I'd carve out that last little piece of turret in the bot lane like a piece of butter, and then make your way to Baron and start getting that, making your way towards that hearty piece of bread, which is the base.
Yep, and if they get a Baron up, that'll be the game. At that point, there'll be really nothing Rich Gang can do to pull themselves back. I think that bot tower, it is the hardest tower to defend on the map. It really should just be their priority at this point. It'll be easy to get. Might as well just finish it through. But Ninja Swirls hold off on it there. This is not quite out.
Ninja Swirl certainly putting in some work though. Currently 300 coming back from that gold deficit. He's about 11,000 gold up from about close to 10,000, so just about over 1,000 gold advantage over the Arctic Mancy.
It's really impressive considering Arctic Mancy is 4-1 and 6. It's just that extra 100 CS on Ninja Swirls. He's really trying to fight to keep his team back in the game. He's hoping to just get to that late game Yasuo where he can just hit a 5-man ult and win the team fight himself with the Jinx rockets coming in behind him. But at this point, it'll be difficult to see if he can get there.
Bot lane is certainly the viability for Rich Gang in this sense. They are not truly the Rich Gang, as each member in the bot lane is currently 3,000 gold behind their counterparts of Chatarina and Suzanski. Certainly making work of this Morgana, making picks for her team and being able to push forward the black shields onto the carries.
Oh, and Chatarina will easily take that tower down. Oh, well, will he back out first? Okay, tower's not down yet. Just swirls. Kind of a dangerous position. He really needs to get back and get in that fight, because without him, there's no chance of Rich Gang coming back in a fight like this. And gotta give all credit to Chatarina here. 5-0 and 5. Like we were hearing last game, he just wasn't comfortable in the Jinx, and you can just tell it was his comfort pick of the Tristana, the first pick, immediate. So you can definitely see that now that he's comfortable, he's really showing his AD carry ability. Quite handily, I'll say. 5-0 and 5, a 75 CS gold lead. The 0-2 and 3 Jago Sego. Who just finishes his got a Last Whisper up on his one. Still an interesting build. Got that Shiv, move to the Infinity Edge, Last Whisper already. Which armor, I think. There's some armor on the Echo. Yeah, really. Oh yeah, and a lot of armor on the Braum, of course.
Out the top lane.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the thing that we need to be focusing on here is Rich Gang needs to be setting up vision within their own jungle, so they can't be strangleholded within that. And be able to start making plays, maybe get a Fnatic rush shut up, see what's going on.
You can see they do have 6 wards in the top side jungle. They really don't want to get called out over there with the top lane split push that keeps showing up. Overall, they really just need to get some towers down if they want to do anything.
About to get blue buff, as they seem like they're making a move for a Baron here.
Mm-hmm. Really you see two pink wards over in the Baron area. That's definitely gonna be what they look for to win here. They're gonna look for this win condition Baron. So honestly, for Rich Gang, it might just come down to hoping for a Jinx rocket to steal. Might hope that Wild Turtle shows up for him and gets something going. Although they get spotted out, it might be too early for Rich Gang to show up, really.
I don't know if GK Osego can play the true American Sniper and take that Baron away, as the Great Worm will certainly rain hell down upon all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Katarina really going in.
Does seem to be playing fairly scared right now. You currently have, what, a 7,000 gold lead.
Baron.
Can't solo out that shit, man.
Oh, and he really wants to pick up Katarina. Flip-flops backs out. Probably safe.
Katarina has fallen quite low.
There's a lot of damage from that Baron. Oh, the Arctic Man. Flip-flops really playing aggressively and then backing out. I think he really just wants to pressure him off that Baron. I think they're afraid of what happens if they get that Baron. Overall, I really think Rich Gang should have waited before they got there. They had division.
I think you can play him with tier 1 fit first. Maybe try and make a way back in the game.
Really wants to pick up flip-flops.
Flip-flops drop low.
That was his ult available.
Flip-flop.
Recall, maybe? Maybe not. Black's really putting a lot of pressure on. Really getting quite scary, that Fiora. And Tristana isn't getting any weaker, so... One really looks like a better time. Oh, the black ult. Really, really great from your mouth like that.
The bomb in the choke point. Over goes in. He's got the lockup. Zago shooting from the back line. He gets two. And they all fall down.
Did a good job of dropping him low, but just could not quite finish it.
It's like explosive charge on him, but no more charged up.
Oh, and Fiora looks to pick up the ace, and there it is from Alpha. Oh, and Orbit is... Nope. He made it out of there somehow, just by dropping really low. But he will not be able to do anything against this push.
This will look like the game.
Will they go for the game, or will they keep it on? I don't think that... I think they should back out and go for Baron and call it a day, but we'll have to see. The death timers aren't quite that high yet.
To Baron.
They do have this Fiora and this Tristana, so this Baron should go down fairly quickly.
With the pressure of middle and head are now down, they can certainly make a free play for this very big old purple worm. It looks nice and juicy in the bot lane, free fishing as they try and take care of these super minions in the base.
Looks like they will not go for it though. Maybe they'll back and give it a try. I think Rich Gang's only hope is for a Baron throw at this point. They're exactly 10k back. They're just gonna pick up Dragon number 4. That's smart of them. Oh, and the Jinx rocket's coming in. Oh, too early. And it blocked by the Arctic Manatee. So that's Dragon number 4.
One more Dragon, and it'll certainly be Fusro Da for Rich Gang as they get the 5th Dragon stack. One more.
Yeah,
6 minutes have to hold, that'll be 40 minutes. We're basically approaching the late game now.
Although, maybe...
Ninja's clearing out the pink ward.
It looks like they're moving towards it. Maybe Rich Gang try and force a Baron here.
Lot of vision set up with 2 pink wards right there. They have to take those out as
quickly as possible. A lot of
possible.
vision from Sexiled. I don't know if it's worth it at this point. They can try and rush it, but it might mean death for them.
Let's talk about the item threshold, which Sax has just reached. He's got that CDR certainly coming in big time for him as he's got the Ghost Blade.
They can't back out of this Baron now because now Sexiled are going to look to make a move onto it. Oh, maybe they won't. They probably could get away with one. Looks like Chatterina's thinking about it. They could probably get away with a Baron there. Except if Chatterina's going to tank it, they might be able to make a play.
Arctic Money.
Rich Gang.
Arctic Manatee continues to turn off the team as they make the Baron play. Looks like Flip-Flop, as usual, trying to make the aggressive play. Just finish the Baron, goddammit!
Really dancing on the Baron on both sides. Alclax, Rich Gang trying to put some force down. Ninja Swirl still looking quite formidable at nearly 400 CS. He's doing quite alright for himself, other than that.
This big worm is certainly a big
he's really making move. Chatterina hops out, safe from him. Orbit's caught, but it shouldn't. Oh, the
Malphite's helping the tank. Is that
Oh, Ninja Swirl picks up the kill on Chatterina. This might be the time to play for Rich Gang. They might be able to find something here. TKO Sego down to Alclax.
Only carry potential is up to Ninja Swirl.
also down.
Can he get something to go down?
The Arctic Manatees. Grab another. Oh,
Ninja Swirl is making great plays right now.
Alclax looks to finish them both. We'll have to see if he can take down both Flip-Flop and Ninja Swirl. Looks like... Oh,
Chatterina going down for the first time in this game, but Ninja Swirl can't pull off too much fancy shit. He still has his ultimate. Can he land the Q for the great knockup? Oh!
One
he goes down!
The red buff! Oh,
there's the red buff.
The red buff.
You want to go against the Slayer. Saying true to his name, he's going to get a Q on him. Oh, no. Stays off. And again, this worm is certainly one big piece of bait, like I said earlier, for both teams. Just fucking take the bite and see where that hook rides you. You had Arctic Manatees zoning off their entire team, just standing right over here by the Oh, TP in.
Orbits.
Arctic Manatees getting caught out here.
He gets the charm. We'll have to see if he can get much more of that. That's a big minion wave to tank for Orbits if he decides to go in, but he might be able to hold him there long enough for a Jinx rocket.
As we're approaching 40 minutes here,
this
is certainly going to be
the dashes, the flashes,
and he escapes. Ultimate burn.
And that'll be a Jinx burn. Ooh. Oh, that's a very nice ward skin from Chatterina there. Very impressed by that. Oh, and Orbits is really making some brave moves here.
Right now.
Well, yep,
Orbits
that's a
goes
free
full
kill
die
on
run as the
Orbits.
tree falls in the river.
The
floating
Arctic
down the
Manatee's
stream.
still really low. But
I'd say
they're
this
all
is
just picking
game.
up, just letting Chatterina shoot him.
Alright, now here's the point where you take the goddamn Baron. Let's see it happen.
At this point, I think Rich Gang really can only hope for a Baron steal. At this point, if they don't get that, if Sexiled will commit to taking a Baron, at this point,
I know Halloween's approaching, but you don't need to be so scared yet. Just take the goddamn Baron.
but it looks like they might just want to pick up the kills instead. This is really not looking great for Rich Gang. They're all about half health and stuck inside this choke point of their jungle against quite a bit of AoE from the Ahri and the Fiora splash. Flip-Flops really wants to make plays on this Baron to clear out that vision. Doesn't drop any of his own.
I'd say Flip-Flops probably spend a lot of time at the beach with those flip-flops on because he is looking quite bronze, quite tan right now.
I think he's doing a good job of keeping that vision on, but he's really just been a bit too aggressive, and I think Orbits has had the same problem. I really think they just kind of rode the confidence from the last match a little bit too heavily in the beginning, as Chatterina got his comfort pick of Tristan, I assume. And this Orbits did a good job in lane of keeping down this Fiora, but really it's just a matter of time. I think Flip-Flops really had to pay a lot more attention to it.
I think, like what happened to Chatterina last game, it seems like it's happening to Flip-Flops this game. He doesn't seem as comfortable on this Echo as he did the Elise. While they are both kind of control majors with the constant stun coming up from that cooldown reduction on the Elise, you're still not getting the same advantage as you, where he played a brilliant Elise last game, only getting caught out a few times, making several early invades that pushed their advantage ahead. And towards the bot lane more so, they felt like maybe I'd say with the idea of
really
fighting with confidence.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think Flip-Flops kind of bought into the Echo's good solo play him a little bit. He's had some really nice mechanics, but overall it's just been bolting to escape and just kind of moving around a lot, not really making a whole lot of difference in these fights. This dragon is up in about 30 seconds, and that's going to be a really decisive moment for both of these teams. Oh, that really goes in deep. Oh, this fight is insane. There's so much AoE going on. Orbits gets help pressed down. That's big. It looks like
it might be actually quite a good fight.
If they can bring down Flay, that'll be nice. Oh, the jump from the team.
As they jump on Chatterina, but he can't get the reset. He gets the reset. That's one for Arctic Manatee. Chatterina the carry right there. Can he get the clip? No, he goes down from the Ahri charm. Triple kill. And it will be
and that would be the ace. That would be the
lockdown.
game. And just when it looks like Rich Gang have their way back in this match, Chatterina just stays alive through that fight. They got a little bit too excited about those 2 or 3 kills and just let this level 17
like
Tristana just take care of it.
C9.
Oh, these towers are just melting.
And it looks like Flip-Flops will C9 as he makes his 9th death today in this match, as well as the death of C9 at Worlds.
You gotta
today.
give him credit for trying to make a difference in some of these fights where it looked like hope was lost. They definitely fought it out and didn't really give up, even though they ended up 11k down. I'm just surprised to see that none of them really hit that. They didn't hit that 5th dragon, and that Baron didn't go either. That really was contested for a long time. I think they probably could have finished earlier.
Looking forward to Ixax going full Dragonborn and darting into the enemy team with Twister Rodon blowing down the door like Miss Piggy with one swift strike.
Yeah, overall definitely could have been played all around better from Rich Gang. Kind of a lot of mistakes coming down. Two really strong performances from both of these teams in each of the games, really.
Channel switched.
Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching tonight. I don't have any other games to start on. I believe that TRF is playing a game right now with worship casting, so that's pretty fun. You guys should all head on over there. I'm gonna head to sleep. All right. Thank you very much.